wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at Now let's go to Jennifer Quintana.
Tonight, you are facing off with Ace Bailey.
Yeah, I've read the scouting reports.
Back to you, Kevin.
Great work as always, Jennifer. Thanks. The starters for the Utah Jazz. We've got Collier. Bailey out there with Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's George in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, in at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. And it's Blakeney in at the 3 spot. And as MP told us at the start of the season, he wants to be at the top of his rookie class. Seen by everyone as the clear-cut standout. How would you qualify his performance in that regard?
Well, to his credit, MP has impressed with his play and lived up to that goal. Seems determined to prove he's on another level. So far, the proof has been pretty plain to see.
Greg, no secret that these teams don't like each other. Could things get a little chippy tonight?
It would not surprise me at all, Kevin. These teams, not only fierce rivals, but there's a little bit of animosity for one another. Throw in the fact that both these teams play in the same conference. Yeah, I'd say the spirits might be high tonight. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
George passes to Nurkic. To the middle, here's Bailey. And finished off by Bailey.
I like Bailey attacking the rim at that size.
MP deciding where to go with it. Murray finds Brown. Denver passing it around. Murray outside. 4 on the shot clock. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And the basket by Gordon.
I'll tell you, if you're not guarding Aaron Gordon tight and getting into his space, he is going to burn you in catch-and-shoot situations.
And this summer, Carmelo Anthony inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. The former 3rd overall pick by Denver back in 2003.
And he played 7.5 seasons with the Nuggets, his longest stretch with any team, representing them 4 times in the All-Star game.
Here's George, following the score by Jamal Murray. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And finished off by Bailey.
Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Here's the Nuggets now with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Back to MP. Pass to Murray. And here is MP. Back to Murray. Kicks it out to MP. In the corner, it's Gordon. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Gordon's got 8.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, have the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here, defending the triple.
Pass to Bailey, all alone. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. He's got 6, so David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Johnson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Hardaway's checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Bruce Brown in for Murray. Back to MP. Brown dishes to MP. Hardaway from outside. Connects from 3-point range.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that 3-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. The 3 from MP. Utah with the rebound and going against Denver. Their first meeting of the season. Up the floor. The big dunk at the end of the break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Hardaway passes to Blakeney. Trying to find Valanciunas. That's it to him. Shoots over Nurkic. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by MP.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it large.
Substitution here for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Aaron Gordon comes in for Johnson. MP's checked in for Hardaway. And Christian Brown subbed in for Bruce Brown. Inside for him, it's Gordon and Jokic. In at the guard spots, Murray and Brown. And it's Blakeney in at the 3. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He finished with 19 points and moved the ball well, feeding the hot hands. After a while, everything went through him. He just completely dominated, guys.
Great stuff as always, Allie. Thank you. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 three-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Well, this is exactly where you want Jusuf Nurkic, operating on the offensive end. By a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Inside. It's in and hoping this is the start of a new trend, 2 for 8 now from the field.
Yeah, you can see with Markkanen's build, he can just force his way through contact.
Here's Blakeney. Makes it off the glass. Blakeney's got 8 here in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pass to Markkanen. He gets it in there. Markkanen's got 7 points.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
MP finds Gordon. And here's MP for 3. Another miss by MP. Jazz trail by 19. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low, here's Filipowski. And here's George for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Coming into this having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger. And we really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Gordon kicks to Blakeney. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here's Bailey. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Nuggets. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. He'll get you back to the action after this break.
Happy to have you for the Western Conference, Julius Randle.
Good combination of power and skill. No one wants anything to do with him right now.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the Jazz. And that'll do it for halftime.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
So on the floor for Utah, we've got Bailey. Filipowski's out there with Nurkic. Then it's Keontae George. And it's Collier in at the shooting guard position.
That's just about size right there. Big Nurk, get up and get down.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, with teams seeking switchable defenders, there's a specific player type that could be losing value, those smaller scoring-minded combo guards. You think of the Cole Anthony, Colin Sexton, Jordan Clarksons of the world, perhaps not as sought after as before with teams looking for positional size and versatility.
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by MP. And the dunk by MP.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life. It probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Kevin?
Some good perspective. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Buries it from three-point range. And that's 11 points for Ace Bailey.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
The Nuggets moving the ball around. A three from MP. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start to the half. They've hit every single shot since the break.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Well, we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
And yes, it's good.
I'll tell you, the defender draped all over Yusuf Nurkic. He never loses his concentration. What a finish.
MP outside. Brown finds MP. Hits it from three-point range. Blakeney's got 14 points now in the second half.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
And the foul call on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Big group substitution here for Denver. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Jokic. Johnson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Christian Brown. And it's Bruce Brown in for Jamal Murray. And Utah also making a switch. Markkanen's checked in.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Brown against George. Nurkic the pass to Bailey. Another miss by Utah. Denver's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Jazz have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the 3rd quarter. 4 of 8. Filipowski, well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
Here's Blakeney. Pass to Hardaway. Blakeney kicks to Hardaway. Beyond the arc. And MP with the basket on the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Here's Bailey. Back to George. Now Bailey. Right at the free throw line. No good that time.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Here's Valanciunas, and he banks in the layup. Valanciunas has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
This guy's been adept at finding ways to finish inside. Jonas Valanciunas doesn't miss many of these chances. Given an opportunity, he'll deliver.
Outside, Markkanen. Bailey with a wide-open look. A 3-pointer is right on target. Bailey's got 8 points in the quarter.
This guy is on fire right now. Defense has got to step up and try to disrupt his rhythm.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react
but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost...
And so it's Denver going to the break, holding an enormous 36-point lead. The three-point shoot. Going with an almost entirely new group. Denver's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's MP. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Strother in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Blakeney kicks to Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. Hardaway for 3. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness. Boy, creating opportunities at point-blank range. This is exactly what you want.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling.
And preparing for battle, each guy with his own approach. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce will be with us courtside. Grant, having played in the league, you must have a good idea of how these guys are feeling this deep into the year.
No, BA, it's hard to describe. There's such a physical drain on your body, and mentally, it might be even more difficult.
And you look at this rookie class, MP continues to scratch and claw, trying to cement his place as one of the best and brightest.
Well, so far, I'd say he has matched exactly what he set out to do. If MP isn't right at the top of his rookie class, he's got to be in a tie for the top contenders. His performance this year has been nothing short of remarkable.
A look at the starting group here for Denver. Gordon and Valanciunas down low. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown, and it's Blakeney in at the 3. Now here's Murray. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game.
Well, when Murray has his attacking game working, it opens up more space for everybody. Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Shot is good by Gordon.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Outside man. Pass to Dimon. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Denver. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big 3 era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
And he can't jam it through.
Okay, that's how you stop a dunk. The defender brings the interference in a big way.
Shot is good by Gordon.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Here's Johnson. The Nuggets getting their last shot to go. Here's Timmy. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. For 3, Dimon. Rebounded by Blakeney. The Nuggets have got all 6 shots to fall in the first. And it's good for 2. Murray's got 6 points.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
A moment to hear from Ali LaForce.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Cavaliers just played phenomenal. He contributed 20 points, and his assist numbers were unreal, making his teammates very happy. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Ali, great info there. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
Here's Wolf, following that last 3-pointer by Denver. Outside man, the 3 ball. And it's Denver with a rebound. Blakeney's got his 4th rebound in this one. Gordon finds Murray. Inside. Valanciunas passes to MP. And here's Gordon from the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Blakeney's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Brown, he's checked in for Brown.
Substitutions on the court.
1:10 left in the first. Outside Johnson. Let's go with a 3. Man, misses.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
That one goes in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Back to MP. Pass to Brown. From deep, MP gets the 3 ball to go. Blakeney's got 7 points.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Nets trail by 20.
Well, that's already his 2nd foul, and that puts the coach in a tough position.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of this game. That free throw no good. Whitehead, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Traoré comes in for Johnson, and then for Denver. Najee, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Gordon, and Strother subbed in for Jamal Murray. Up top, Watson. Pass to Strother. On the wing, MP. Takes a 3. And again, Denver with a 3.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
And so it's Denver with a commanding 22-point lead going into the break. They've done well to disrupt the opposition. We welcome you back to 2nd quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they've wanted to have.
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
Powell is out there with Zaire Williams. Then there's Saraf, and it's Whitehead in at the shooting guard position. So that's the line. And so it's Denver, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
This move improves their shooting. George is consistent and brings a scorer's mindset.
Going to be fascinating to watch them integrate him into their offense. Changing focus now to that first half. A brutal game so far for the Brooklyn Nets. Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you got to like what Aaron Gordon has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Getting underway here in the second half. Here's the 5 for David Adelman. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Valanciunas down low. And it's Blakeney in at the 3. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, B.A. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, "Winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that." Back to you guys.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. MP outside. Shoots. Again, Denver scores.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Blakeney's gotten everything to go. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Man, misses.
They've shown that power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
Pass to Dimon. This one for 3. Rebounded by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Murray. Good, and the assist goes to MP. Blakeney's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Blakeney's shot's good.
Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Pass to Wolf. Here's Timmy. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dimon. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
From deep, MP. Rebounded by Johnson. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Following this game, they host the Magic. It'll be the second of 3 straight games on their home floor. Murray finds MP. And he dunks it down.
Well, look, Brown has enough strength to finish through contact.
What a sensational move captured from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Wolf to stop the run. Rebounded by Blakeney. Blakeney's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Brown with the basket on the assist by MP. Brown's got 15 points.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Yeah, that's his 4th foul. Gotta be careful now.
Williams is checked in for Johnson, and Denver will go for a different look here. Najee, he's checked in for Valanciunas. Watson comes in for Gordon. Strawther's checked in for Brown. And it's Brown in for Jamal Murray. And coach, last season, the Nuggets were 5th in three-point percentage, but dead last in attempts.
Yeah, you could argue that they should shoot more threes, but then again, they were 2nd in percentage on 2-point field goals, so they have a wealth of options, and to be honest, offense is rarely a problem for the Nuggets.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Nuggets.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. Really great when you see it in action.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Brooklyn has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Blocked! 41 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to MP. Good on the shot. Blakeney's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Outside, Williams. That three's off the mark.
Not his best night, and not the team's best night. Sometimes it just goes that way. Hanging on the rim, just showing off.
That's how you extend the glory right there. They need this. Denver grabs the miss. That'll be the 5th of 7 straight games on the road. Here's Blakeney. That one doesn't drop.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most...
And so it's the Denver Nuggets showing no mercy and just piling it on, looking dominant and focused right now. Their efficiency has been off the chart. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Thanks for Grant. These are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, BA. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Antetokounmpo for three. Brown grabs the board. And that'll be Denver's ball as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets able to keep possession here. And time now to go courtside with Allie LaForce for a report on MP.
As you know, MP and Giannis are both having MVP caliber seasons. I talked to MP earlier about how he's approaching this game, and he said it's hard to match Giannis in a physical battle. That's why he's won MVP before. We need to defend without fouling and make him earn his points on the floor and not at the free throw line. Can't argue with MP's logic there, guys.
Yeah, he's not wrong. Thanks for that report, Allie. And the Milwaukee starting five. Trent Jr. and Kuzma on the wings. Inside, they have Giannis and Turner, and it's Anthony in at the point. Trent outside, fires the three.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Guys, by many accounts, the Denver Nuggets had one of the better summers of any team, fortifying their depth and acquiring Cam Johnson from the Nets. In their chase for another title, they seem to have taken steps in the right direction.
They're all in. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Trent for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Kicks it out to MP. Denver moving it around. Pass to Murray. Cash. It's MP picking up the assist. Murray's got 6 points.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
At last, their cold streak is over. They finally found something that worked.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Anthony misses, and here's Denver. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And Gordon with the big finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Count that bucket. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's MP. His last outing, he had 24 points. To the right side, here's Jokic. And again, it's Denver converting.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Bucks trail by 12. Clark, last year, Jokic had arguably one of the greatest offensive seasons in NBA history.
Absolutely amazing, B.A. I mean, he averaged a 30-point touchdown, triple-double, shooting over 57% from the field and 41 from 3. This guy is building one of the greatest legacies we've ever seen in the league. Antetokounmpo is a player who does a little bit of everything and all of it really well. Check out that.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. And it's Blakeney in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Denver. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks. Well, MP in their last game against the Hawks was simply terrific. He dropped 24 points and did what he always does. He got others involved. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Here's Antetokounmpo. For three, Anthony. Brown grabs the board.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Murray passes to MP. Now Jokic. MP outside. Pass to Gordon. Here's Blakeney. 5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Good. And the assist goes to MP. Blakeney's got 6 assists now in the game. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Minnesota will be traveling to face him after this game. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Kuzma for 3. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Hey, guys, no better answer than that. Right back at you. Kuzma not taking any time getting those points back.
Oh, Denver gets it back. MP finds Brown. MP outside. On the wing, Murray fires the 3. And the Nuggets hit again from deep.
Well, Murray absolutely has that range. He just needs to find the look he likes, and he'll knock it down.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Murray against Anthony. The 3 is up. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 5 rebounds tonight.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Antetokounmpo on the attack. Lets the 3 fly. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Nuggets on top, leading by just 2. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for joining us. We've got...
I only have 2 words for you. Elbow, famich. Establish yourself inside. Good things will happen. That's right, Ernie.
Okay, fellas. Now... And that'll do it for us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. At the forward spots, we'll see Kuzma and Giannis. Gary Trent is out there with Cole Anthony. And it's Turner in at the 5. Oh, there's the alley! And stolen by Brown. Jokic finds MP. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. Blakeney's got his second bucket on the night.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, hey, they've been clearly the better team.
The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
B.A., and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Nuggets have gotten used to success. Nikola Jokic said, quote, winning is a lifestyle for us. It's really good when you're winning. Everybody's happy. Everybody wants to play. Everybody is buying into the system. I was here when we were losing, so I do not want to go back to that. Back over to you.
They're good with him in the lineup. All right, Allie, thank you. Murray for three, and the Nuggets hit again from deep.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Maybe not the title you want, but Jamal Murray's probably the best player never named an All-Star.
Yeah, interesting. It's kind of like being the last player or the best player not to win a major in golf. I mean, he is a devastating, lethal scorer and a really good passer, too. And he's been right there on the cusp. I think it speaks more to the strength and quality of talent in the West than it does to Jamal Murray's lack of ability. I mean, he's an all-star caliber player for sure.
And Gordon with the big finish.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Here's Trent. No made baskets yet. Here's Kuzma. Up and in on the layup.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
Denver leading by 9. Here's Murray. Oh, Murray blowing the top off.
At his most explosive, Murray is a wrecking ball. And the way he's going tonight, he might just knock this entire building down.
Antetokounmpo. That's short off the rim.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
MP left side. Back to Brown. Murray passes to MP. Denver moving it around. Denver needs to get off a shot. And there's Murray. That one's good. On the assist by MP. Blakeney's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Here's Antetokounmpo. He hits again. 7 for 13 and looking confident.
On the drive, Giannis just did. His stride and his strength make him hard to handle once he gets going.
Murray's shot is good.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
The Bucks trail by 15. Stolen by MP. Back come the Nuggets on the run. And it's Murray finishing it off.
How about the guard getting up? Jamal Murray flying to the rack.
And so Anthony will bring it up for Milwaukee. Murray brings the double. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Gordon. To the inside. Oh! Don't let Giannis in!
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And MP throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Well, he's leading the way, trying to get everybody else going now.
Here's Brown. Shot from the low post is good. Brown's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Brown's a solid shooter, but a lot of his points come inside the painted area.
Fires from the line. And it comes off the front of the rim. MP finds Jokic. Gordon outside. 3-pointer. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
That run punctuated by the big trifecta. They're on fire.
Jamal Murray, he's been the guy making things happen. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot,
We'll go for a different look here. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gordon comes in for Johnson. MP is checked in for Watson. And it's Christian Brown in for Brown. Milwaukee also changed it up. Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Kuzma comes in for Prince. And it's Trent in for Rollins. Gordon and Jokic, the inside combo. In the backcourt, it'll be Murray and Brown. And it's Blakeney in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Here's Kuzma. Turner, a screen on Gordon. Kuzma. Oh, off target from downtown.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Now MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
He's been playing great unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's the three. Offensive board. It's good on the putback. That gives him a double-double in this one.
Jokic is an absolute beast. He does it all at the offensive end. Scoring, passing, rebounding. He stuffs the stat sheet in a big way.
All right, so let's say we give you a carte blanche, Clark. Make you Adam Silver for a day. What's one game rule you change?
You know, I kind of like what the WNBA does in regards to the reset timeout, BA. Allow you to advance the ball without huddling up like a normal timeout. And I really think it helps the end of the game move a little better.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Denver leading by 22. Inside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
And you look around the league, 30 different organizations, each with their own cultures. What did you look for as a player, Greg?
Well, you know, BA, winning always comes first. But after that, you're looking at resources and how they care for their players.